And welcome, my flame warriors. This is if your deacon is March 21st to March 30th. This is your general reading until the end of January. So these are the cards for your next 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and dive in. So when I see you for these next 2 weeks, you are busy. Your mental energy is moving fast, but it feels like a lot of people are trying to pull you in so many different directions. You have hyper focus, you know what you need to get done, but yet there seems a lot that needs to be done. Now, what kind of interjects here is this temptation energy. So what I see coming for you, especially in the next few days, is this want of something from the past, whether it's the wanting of an old job, an old flame, an old situation. There comes a temptation of having it back into your life. Now, here's the thing, you actually don't want it, but it's that energy of, oh, if someone else is going to get it, then I want it because I don't want anybody else to have it. So it's an interesting energy. It's like, don't want it, don't want back there, but I don't want anybody else to have what I had. So watch for this temptation because I see it literally kind of stopping you in your tracks, kind of getting into your mind and making you think like, do I want that? Do I want that person, that scenario, that situation back into my life? And I see you. I see your brilliance saying, no, no, no. But yet there is that temptation there. For some of you, you may go as far as going on a coffee or a date with someone from the past, and it will just reaffirm that no, no, I do not want this back in. But yet you have to take a little nibble of the cookie. You have to have a little taste of the temptation. Is this going to get you what you want? No. Is this going to get you where you want to go? No. But some of you may take the nibble. Now, for those of you who don't take the nibble, this might be in the back of your mind for a little bit further into February. It's the thinking of what if, what if, what if. So the warning here is you are done with whatever is coming into temptation, but it still is playing a dynamic. Is it completely done? Yes. Are you going to get anything more from it? No. Whatever this temptation is like I feel like it's completely and utterly dry for you. Whatever you had in the past, you used it, utilized it, fulfilled it to its fullest. There's nothing, absolutely nothing there left for you. All right, so let's just keep on moving here. We got the financial material changes card. So that's what I feel like you're working on right now, meaning things are coming to you from the universe that is demanding your attention, demanding choices and decisions to be made that not only creates changes for your finances here now, but into the future as well. For some of you, this is really foundational, important choices and decisions. So the message here that I'm getting very clear is slow down. Make sure you get the big picture. Just slow down a little bit and just really lean into your knowing, into your intuition as to what is right for you and more so what is right for your future. For some of you, this is big changes, okay? This is like selling property. This is like changing jobs. This is like thinking about a promotion. There are some big factors here to set you up. Now, I feel like this energy for most of you is really, really good. This energy that wants to make you have new choices and decisions around your finances and your material changes is like amplifying your money, amplifying your safety and security. Now, for some of you, this is bringing in fear. And to be really honest, I feel like you're really in a good position mentally, emotionally, intellectually, that you can make the right choices and decisions. So just trust yourself and slow down a little bit. And this is going to pay off beautifully for you. Okay. So beautiful new changes are coming. Now, I feel like these changes are going to amplify a little bit more in the final week of January, but it's going to go into February as well, meaning it's not going to be done in February and likely not in March. So these changes that are really coming at you is going to take some time, is going to take some thought, is going to take your beautiful intuitive awareness and knowing and follow it. You've got this. You deserve this. Own this and take what you want, because this is an opportunity, like I said, to set up a whole new financial foundation, and it's solid and it's beautiful, and it just gives you the room and the breath to finally breathe, because it brings in a lot of safety and security for you. Now, the next card here is very different, deception and envy. Now, it's interesting because I feel like it's more of your thoughts. This to me feels very mental body, where you're looking at a certain situation, a certain person that it kind of, and I know you're not really into the whole envy vibe, but there is this currency of almost wanting to dupe someone, pull something over someone's eyes. But it's these old beliefs that you feel like you need to do so in order to get what you want. So this card to me feels like, if in the past, and we all do this, we all manipulate to get what we want, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. And that's what this energy is about, that you feel like you need to use some deception to get what it is you want. And it's very clear here that you don't. You don't need to use any tactics, any manipulation to actually get what you want. And I get it. When sometimes our back is against the wall, we have this very deeply innate reaction to do whatever it can take to get what we want, especially when it threatens us, especially when it puts us at risk. We go into that fight and flight mode. And you, my beautiful Aries, you use your beautiful, brilliant mental intellect to do so. And they're telling me with this card, less is more with that. You don't need to do that this time. You don't need to use your traditional toolkit if you want to get what it is that you deem that you need and want in your life. Okay. So this doesn't need to be required at this point in time. Now, it's going to be hard for you is that whatever is coming in, you've used these tools before to get what you want. Okay. So it's just, again, the message is very clear. Don't use your tools of manipulation or deception to get what you want this time. It actually creates just more density around the whole situation that is completely and not required. And I get it, because when we get into the next card here, your darkest fears, that is what is being kind of amplified in the last week of January. It feels like someone wants to take something from you that is so important, that is so yours. You're telling me, like, it's mine. Like, why do they want to take this away from me? So for you, you guys, this could be playing out in many different ways. Again, I feel for some of you, it could be property, it could be a way of life, it could even be a friendship here. For most of you, I'm not feeling that this is personal romantic relationships, but yet they're deep associations. So your darkest fears are being spotlighted next week, and it does lend you to want to use these old tools to defend, to react. I mean, you are the flame warrior. That is your nature, to defend, to react, and to attack. And they're telling me again, this is not the time, and you do not need to attack this time. Watch what fears are being amplified next week. Watch how you react. Whatever is being amplified next week is very short term. And they're telling me, like, you need to kind of see the bigger picture here. It's not meant to threaten you. It's not meant to take away from you. What's really happening is change. Change is happening for you in your life, but it feels really, really scary. So the less tension you can create around this, the more that this fear energy can actually just come in and come out, come in and come out. If we put tension around it, then it's going to stick and then it's going to stay, and then you're going to need to react. So this card is about reacting. So watch how you're reacting, especially next week. And it may surface again in that second or third week in February where you want to do something about this again. Now, when I look at all of this together, this is like really about flushing out old fears, old ways of reacting, and old ways of temptation. If you can see this, it's just like in order to get this beautiful financial, material, new foundation, this new grounding, it's like the last little sweep of the old. It's like the universe is saying, okay, are you sure you're ready to up level? Are you sure to get what you really want? Because if so, oh, let's bring in this little temptation. Are you sure? Or, hey, let's bring up some of these fears, these old fears that are actually not rational, that are not real. But let's see how you react. So, the universe, it's like this last little test before this new up level. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some of you guys are going to get caught. Some of you guys are going to get caught in the darkest fears if you're not listening to this message. Okay. Watch for these fears, because if you decide to pick up those old tools or to get really involved with that temptation, you're going to get lost. And you're going to get likely lost for the next 3 months. They're saying some of you are going to get lost for 6 months. Why rinse and repeat? Please do not rinse and repeat. Been there, done that, got the card. You don't need to do that. Okay. So again, watch for this, how you're playing, watch for your reactions, watch how this is coming in, and stand. Stand in your new empowerment, stand in your intuition, stand in the knowing of this. If you need to, come back, watch this, listen to this, see where you're reacting in the old ways, see what you want around this temptation. Feel into your fears. Remember, fears aren't real. My little saying for fear is fucking energy affecting reality. That's what it is. It affects our reality. Don't let it affect your reality. You need to pick up those old tools again. All right, that is your message for you for my flame warriors this week. If this resonates, come back and tell me how this helped you over these next few weeks. I would love to hear from you, and come and join us for the next video on the Flame Warrior.